Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, first off, I hope all of you had a very Merry Christmas with your family and friends. I know we did, quite honestly, as always, just a little too short. But it was a great time to really reconnect with a lot of people. So again, hopefully you had a great holiday, and hopefully all of you will have a happy New Year and also a very safe one. And let's all hope that 2024 starts off a lot better than what 2023 ended up with as far as ice conditions. Because why? We have no ice conditions here in eastern South Dakota as we speak right now. The wind, the rain, the snow that we had definitely ate the ice up in eastern South Dakota. And so a lot of lakes are completely wide open. The good thing is, though, folks, is that the colder air is filtering in. And if we can just keep the wind away, that colder air will allow those lakes to lock up quickly and will make a lot of ice. But definitely this weekend, not a weekend for ice fishing. You're better off waiting until the following week. But if you're wanting to go out, head to the north, meaning North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and Manitoba, up in Winnipeg. Those would be some options available to you, but definitely not around here in eastern South Dakota, because any lakes that do lock up by this weekend, it is not going to be anything that's going to be walkable whatsoever. So again, keep that in mind. Let's just all let 2023 end the way we want it to be in the mirror real quick, and then look forward to a favorable 2024. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about the traditional sonar or flasher, as we call it, or a lot of people refer to it as Vexilar. Vexilar is the name brand, obviously, one of the more popular flashers that we carry. But a lot of times people will say, well, why are we talking about flashers? They've been replaced with forward-facing sonars, like the Live Scope or the Live Target, you name it. Well, folks, they haven't been replaced with them. And a lot of people are finding out that when they bought their forward-facing sonar, they got rid of their flasher, but guess what? They're coming back for a new one, for a different one, because that's what they're fishing with. They're using the forward-facing sonar to find the fish, but they're wanting to use that flasher to fish with throughout the entire day. So you can't necessarily say that the forward-facing sonar gets rid of the traditional flasher. They're being used side by side. But guess what? Maybe most of you can't afford both of them. And so if you're looking for one versus the other, go with the traditional flasher from Vexilar. And the nice thing is, the Vexilars are on sale. A lot of our units are on sale right now, so you can swing on by, take a look, and then we can explain what the advantages are of a traditional flasher versus something else. So again, if you have any questions, and there's plenty of models that Vexilar has, and as I mentioned, many of them are on sale right now, also here at the store and also online at dakotaangler.com. But if you have any questions about them, stop by here at the store or give us a call at 605-336-9132. But remember, the flasher is not dead. And once again, since we have no fishable ice, we haven't received any photos from anyone out there the past week, obviously. But if you'd like to send us your photos once we get back on the ice, and you want to brag a little bit, send it to me. Send it to Todd at dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And before we end this week's report, I want to remind you that, as I said in Todd's Tackle Tips, a lot of the Vexilars are on sale, but that's not the only thing that's on sale. A lot of the Markhams and also cameras, shacks, clothing, you name it. Stop on by here at the store and take a look at some of the great prices that you can have this time of year. If you can't make it to the store, check us out on the web at dakotaangler.com or feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week, and again, thanks for watching, and have a great and happy New Year.